So this is Rakan, CEOS. Good. This is exactly what they should do because enemy Morgana showed topside. Good. So you should trade HP, make the lane volatile, and zone Jhin off the wave. This is exactly what he should do. Because Morgana will take another 15 seconds to get there. Kai'Sa will secure push or deny the wave. And he even gets a base off. I think here the problem with doing this is good, but Kai'Sa didn't expect the flash. You know? Like here, if Kai'Sa insta runs and it's closer, if he's like here, I think he's chunked more, you know, and it's good. But it's fine. Giving solo EXP, getting push. Good. Now Kai'Sa gets push, bot. He gets solo EXP for the no, it's not jet lag, it's good. He gets solo EXP for the push. Morgana and Jhin are sharing, and he's coming back to lane full HP with a free base. Nice. Let's have a look. So, look at his map movement. He's already with the jungler. He's syncing with the jungler. He crashed first 3 waves. The wave is good. The wave is really good for support to roam, you see? So he's creating numbers on the map, even at level 1. He doesn't care. It's a support cap, support cap. Wow. I think maybe CEOS is one of the best, is probably the best player in CBLOL. Close. As a Brazilian. It's close between CEOS and Tino's. You know that the role swap of Ranger was a suggestion of Stardust? Yeah, I mean, you never know until you try, right? Like, Ranger could support if he had more time. I haven't watched Tino's game yet. But, I mean, so far, it's big support gap. Big support gap. But what happened here? Okay, so here, he's still level 2. I think he's maybe a bit over roaming. Rakan 6 kind of matters, but it's a bit too late for that, I guess. So you're hovering mid. I don't like this. Okay, he's already really behind. And I think what he wants to do is, like, make a play with Elise. But he needs to hit 3. He'll hit 3 on this wave. Okay, it's fine. Where did he die? Yeah? That was a movement problem. That's worth. That's worth. It was actually good. Okay, guys, notice about CEOS. He only roams on good waves. Agurin's a good player. I think competitive is very different. I think he improved a lot though as well. Just depends on how you are in a team environment. Okay, CEOS is hard gapping them. CEOS is hard gapping. He's bush control on right side. He's roaming at the right times. So the thing with supports, guys, and what most people do is, yes, they do. Diogo, they could definitely play middle of the pack. Is that supports normally don't go back bot, they over roam. But he always roams at the right times when the wave is coming into him, and he's always there for push out to match numbers. So his Kai'Sa never falls behind, and he also finds good windows to make numbers on the map. Right? So I don't know, everything CEOS has done so far impressed me. Robo was trolling, but I think maybe it's just because it's solo queue. Robo was pretty unwatchable, to be honest. But CEOS so far very good, okay? Very good. Look at the way he controls the bush in the middle bush. He's trying to bait out Morgana Q. He lost the minigame. Yeah. No, but it's inting so hard. I couldn't believe it. I mean, he didn't roam on, but okay, I'll summarize the stuff he's done, right? Look. First level, there's engage top. Look. They see Morgana top, right? So the first thing CEOS does is really good, is he trades flash, he insta-trades flash to chunk the Jhin. The reason this is good is it secures push for Kai'Sa Rakan, because Jhin can't touch the wave with his Q. Right? So now what happens is Kai'Sa gets push, and CEOS will back off and reset. But because of this wave, Kai'Sa will hit level 2 first, and Kai'Sa will have a wave. So Jhin cannot fight Kai'Sa. So Kai'Sa will get solo EXP. Look, Kai'Sa will get solo EXP and have wave push in a matchup where normally Jhin can push the wave. Normally. Right? Or trade HP to push, or etc, right? So look. So it gives Kai'Sa the solo EXP, same as Jhin. CEOS backs and comes back to lane, full HP. To cover, on time. Kai'Sa loses nothing. Kai'Sa gets push. And Kai'Sa gets solo EXP. It's perfect. Right? Number 2. CEOS hugs right side bush to contest first push ward in case of weak side. And because the wave is bouncing back into him, he has a window to play. So now he goes in and goes into enemy jungle to create numbers. Look. CEOS will lose nothing because he's matching numbers with Kai'Sa and the wave is good. The wave is coming into them anyway. And even if Kai'Sa goes back bot, he can catch the wave, he's safe. So this is a perfect time for Rakan to roam. He's roaming now, right? Very good. He pushes Hecarim out and Hecarim falls behind. Then CEOS, once again, stays because the wave is good still. Now they burn Morgana Flash, so gap number 3. He holds the wave. Then he sets up a 1-for-1 play against the Jhin on a bad wave. Once again, good. Right? Because now, Kai'Sa once again, what? Solo EXP. Kai'Sa solo EXP. Kai'Sa solo gold. Rakan now opens up on mid. Why does he open up on mid? Because the wave is still coming into him. If the wave is pushing out, so if this wave was pushing out, CEOS would come bot. But the wave is frozen. So he uses a turn on mid. Why? To match Morgana turn. This is very standard. Okay. Presente. Presente. Look. So now he matches numbers. He retakes vision. He retakes vision. And he makes a play with jungle. Or, well, look at the wave bot. 0 minions missed. 0 minions missed for Kai'Sa. Perfect wave. Perfect freeze, perfect wave. Why? Because Jhin died. Now, he looks to pressure Teemo, giving space for Graves to play, and links up with Elise and makes a 1v3 play. It's not that Morgana would have 100% been here. He's assuming that he will come. If he doesn't come, then this is a good play. This is a free play. And even if Morgana runs bot, Rakan loses nothing. Right? Now what Morgana can do is Morgana can open up on bot and fix this wave. This is what Morgana should have done. So the reason CEOS is opening mid is if Morgana shows bot to push the wave, Rakan matches and holds the wave. If Morgana doesn't show bot wave, Rakan opens on mid and makes a play on mid. You see? He's thinking about everything. Very standard. If the wave is good, it's good to roam. If the wave is bad, you come back bot. Very simple, right? Simple game. Simple game. Now he makes a play with Elise. Gets chunked. Checks for vision. Resets. And look. Look this. Wave crashed. So what's going to happen? The wave is going to bounce back. So now they play the 2v2. Now they match. So he loses no EXP. Kai'Sa doesn't feel pressured. It's standard 2v2. Beautiful, beautiful. Very standard support play. Nothing special, but how it should be played. How it should be played. Good. Controlling first bush. Morgana Q is down. Right? I think 7 seconds. Right? What, about 5 seconds now? So he controls the bush. Pressures Jhin. Zones him off the wave. No, because Jhin was dead. XC. He's roaming mid because his wave was good, and even if they 2v1 Kai'Sa, Kai'Sa's safe on the tower, so it's a free turn to move. If Rakan is bot, it doesn't make a difference because Kai'Sa can't be dove by Jhin Morgana on full HP. So he uses his turn to help mid, which matters, and then goes back bot. Spacing, I mean, there's nothing really special to do here. I need to see mid game. I think something that he could do is he could fog better. So to give him feedback, things he could have done better. So Morgana has first turn, right? So if Morgana has first turn, he should assume this is warded. 1-2 is warded. So he should not show for free. This is something he can work on. He could be here. He could walk here. Or if he has sweeper, he can retake here. But he has no sweeper. And then walk back bot. I haven't seen Croc yet. But he walks into river. And then he face checks this when he can't clear this. So he shows position early. Right? So Morgana now can sprint bot. And even here, I think this was good. The reason he does this is this was really good. This was special. So he assumes that this is warded. So he wants to avoid the vision. And then now they're thinking about here and here. You see? So this is really good. But I think he could have not shown on this bush. And he could have also hugged. I need to check. He could have also hugged here, right? You understand? Not show position. So his idea was good, but he should think about this ward more. He has bad vision control here, so he can sit here. So now, from enemy perspective, Rakan could be here, Rakan could be here, Rakan could be here. But now they know. You see? Good. Look, Q miss. Look, even here. Look at this movement. He knows this is warded. So he's walking in, thinking about Morgana Q. He's thinking, predicting. And then he's moving to the side and dodging it. Look. Look at this. Look at this movement. Zero vision. Because he's predicting. He's predicting. Because he knows Morgana walks into this bush. He's predicting. Now Morgana no Q for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Pressuring. Right? No cooldown. No game. So now he walks into this bush. Pressures this. Good. This is what you call a skill check. So when Rakan W's, if Morgana black shields, Rakan backs off. It's a free skill check because he cannot be punished by the Morgana Q. So he's testing Morgana reaction. If Q lands, Jhin take big chunk. If Q doesn't land, then he just backs off and plays with the wave again. Okay, very good. But remember, guys, this is also Worlds player versus Master player. Okay, Worlds player versus Master player. So, look at this. Morgana Q's up. Immediate respect. Look at this. Immediate respect. No W. Morgana Q up. Basics. Really fundamentally good. Respecting. here he can play a bit better. See, he has no W, he has no trading window, and Morgana has Q. So I think not good to bait skill. I think better to play with wave. So, so here he can play a bit more passive. I don't like this trade. But he still win the 2v2. Boom. Maybe it's a bait. Maybe it's a bait. Maybe it's a bait. Because actually, maybe it's a bait because Morgana E was down. Let's see. Yeah, Morgana E is down. So even if they land Q, if they go to, oh my god, it's so good. If he walks up to hit, Morgana black shield down. So Rakan can W and all in with Kai'Sa. Right? Look at the item advantage. Right? If Kai'Sa and Jhin are same items, Kai'Sa can never lose. Normally, Jhin should trade HP for push, and Kai'Sa should have double longsword to Jhin serrated Dirk in most matchups. Or Jhin should have an extra longsword. But it's not like that at all. No, it is an item advantage relative to the matchup. Because Jhin has the push. And Jhin has 4 bullets. So if you're same items, you have item advantage. It's kind of like, imagine you play Kayle and you get perfect items. You're not allowed to get perfect items on Kayle, you know? You're meant to fall behind in lane. No worries. Beautiful, beautiful black shield. He knows that Morgana black shield cooldown, 24 seconds. What are your thoughts on buying sweeper level 1 on engaged supports to control bushes? It's fine in some situations where it's very highly contested. So this is not a farm matchup. This is actually a contest push matchup and 2v2 matchup. Oh my god. Oh my god. If Kai'Sa play the game properly here, look. This is a skill check. Skill check. Oh. Longsword refill's fine, yeah. If you don't trade a lot and you want quiver early. Or serrated duck. So you buy sweeper on like highly contested 2v2s or matchups you want to fuck them with. For example, like if you play Nautilus Draven and you want middle bush control. So yeah, so far really good. I mean, it's just such a big support gap. It's crazy. Have you heard of Lord Semi? Yeah, I hosted him the other day. I called him Brazilian Safado, and then I said, what did I say again? I need to find it. I went on his stream and I hosted him. And I said, Brazilian Safado, já viu petinho hoje? And he said, Korean Safado. And he started laughing. It's very funny. Do I need to watch more of CEOS, guys? He's just good. I don't know what to say. I don't really have anything to coach him.